All right, thank you for joining us on DraftStar TV, where today we have a pretty special guest. Now, Paddy, you've had plenty of big-name TV interviews in your life. Is this the biggest one you've ever had?
This is definitely going to be the biggest one, so I'm glad I came all the way to Melbourne for it.
No dramas, mate. Well, we definitely appreciate having you. Now, tell us, mate, you definitely have a bit of a passion for footy growing up. Where did that stem from?
Yeah, passion for footy, playing it, and definitely watching it. Comes from my family side, my mum's side, in South Australia, where they all grew up and born. So, I picked up at a young age and had my mum's family backing me to play footy, yeah.
Yeah. Now, you've obviously had a long and prosperous career in both footy and basketball. You've obviously had some great achievements in footy along the way, and now playing in the Olympics in a campaign where you averaged 21.2 points a game, 2 points more than the NBA leading scorer Kevin Durant. What really gives you a buzz? Is there anything at the moment that really still excites you and, geez, I did that type moments?
Olympic Games, I mean, there's no bigger moment in basketball than representing your country there. And for me, that's what it's all about, putting on the green and gold and going over there, on the world stage to try and get a medal. And, for us as a team, the medal was our goal in London and is still going to be. No other Boomers team has achieved that before. But yeah, to know that we went over there, gave it a good crack, and the leading scorer, it's something that I'd never dreamt of, and especially when you got Kevin Durant and guys like that, Kobe Bryant, playing in the same tournament. But yeah, it was great fun. Yeah.
Now, obviously, coming down with 3 seconds left, an inbound pass from the side of the court. I believe you're the second string playing that attack. It was meant to go to Dellavedova first, and it came back to you. What was it feeling like, or were you completely prepared and you wanted that shot?
Yeah, it wasn't my play. I was actually the second option. We tried to get a cheap, easy layup actually, but the play, how it unravelled was I was open for the 3, and those situations you always dream of as a little kid to try and excite you, before you go to sleep. So. And I had a chance to do it, so I was open for the 3, and it took forever for the ball to go in the hoop, but when it did, I was very happy.
Now, obviously, it's one of those games where when you're the focal point on the scoring team, the scoring option for your team, when it comes down to a situation, you'd missed a couple of shots previous to that. Do you have absolute confidence in yourself in those situations that all I've got to do is keep putting the shot up for the team?
Yeah, you have to, and I think that's what separates good shooters from great shooters. And you got a bunch of great shooters in the NBA, and Ray Allen is obviously a great example. But you miss a couple, but great shooters just pick the ball up and shoot it again like it's another shot. So that's exactly what happened. I missed a lot of shots before that last one, but I wanted to make sure that I shot that one with confidence.
Now, you've met Ben Dixon today. He's obviously the co-founder at DraftStar. We have quite a few AFL players involved at DraftStar, like Scotty Pendlebury, who I understand you have quite an interesting relationship with.
Yeah, we do. Me and Scotty go way back. A basketball relationship. We played against each other for quite some time as juniors. His Vic Country and me ACT, obviously. And we had a lot of good battles. Right up until the decision to either play basketball or play AFL, and he obviously chose AFL and I chose basketball. So I feel like he's the one that got away because I haven't quite beat him yet. So yeah.
You could argue that it's worked out pretty well for both of you.
Yeah, definitely. It couldn't work out any better. So definitely proud of what he's achieved here in AFL.
Yep. So are there many guys in the AFL who you have contact with? Or I know you're big on Twitter. Obviously, you had a massive campaign, the hashtag Free Paddy Mills, and a lot of support for you. Are there AFL guys who jump on and give you a bit of support?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the AFL boys are big basketball fans as well. So keep in touch with a lot of the Hawks boys. I missed out on a dinner. I was meant to go with them last night because of some media commitments. But yeah, Kirk Tippett is one of my guys that I talk to a little bit with the Adelaide Crows. So going to be down here on Sunday watching him play.
Now tell us, mate. Obviously, the NBA, it's one of the most watched sports in the world. Is it pretty humbling knowing that everyone's doing the three-point goggles now? It's something that you started?
Yeah, definitely. That was just a little joke between me and one of my teammates, and then all of a sudden it blew up, and you had everyone around the world doing them, and definitely everyone back here, especially in footy, knew about it and was joining in on the celebration.
Now, your Australian Boomers teammate Mark Worthington, who was close to actually getting a run with West Coast Eagles. Now, they actually didn't come into fruition. What are the chances, mate? What are the chances that we could see maybe another NBA lockout?
Yeah, NBA lockout. You know, I'll be the first one to call in and say and put my hand up to give it a crack because I do miss playing it. So another chance, maybe you never know. But yeah, Mark Worthington was very close to playing, and good on him for having a go. You know,
Absolutely.
He's a great person. He's been great for Australian basketball and for the Boomers as well. He's 30 years old now, so why not go and give it a crack? You know, he's my teammate and a good friend, so I back him in whatever he does.
Now answer me this, Paddy. In 10 years' time, what are you doing?
In 10 years' time, well, I just turned 24 at the London Olympics, so I'll be 34. So hopefully the body will still be running around. The legs have already done a few miles on them already. So yeah, who knows whether I'm still playing or not. We'll see what happens. But whatever it is, I think I'll be in full commitment with either basketball or somewhere in footy as well.
Now, Paddy, on behalf of everyone at DraftStar, we'd like to present you with a DraftStar
awesome.
AFL singlet. We'd love to have you along at a camp sometime.
Yeah,
And
that's
if there's
great.
one piece of advice you could give to young aspiring athletes, whether it be in footy or in basketball, what would that be?
Yeah, I think in any sport, not necessarily basketball and footy, but it's to make the most of the opportunities. You know, I've quickly learnt that in basketball that there's not a whole lot of opportunities that you really get. But if you get a sniff, you know, you got to make the most of it and make it a bigger chance. So that's what I've stuck by growing up, and hopefully I can pass that off to other kids that are growing up and want to have a crack at being a professional athlete. So make the most of your opportunities.
Paddy Mills, thank you very much for joining us.
Mate. Cheers.
Cheers.